Today I'd like to talk to you about making AI music. On my channel I have over 600 AI songs of all genres. These songs were all made with Suno. Suno seems to be the most popular site for creating these types of songs these days. I'm sure there's lots out there. As an example, another popular one I've seen come up is Udio, if that's how you pronounce it. But I've tried that and I didn't find the quality of the music to be quite as good. I didn't think if I put the same prompt in for Suno as I do in Udio, then the song sounds completely different, and I'm always going to like the one from Suno more. When you're making songs in Suno or any other AI website, prompting is the most important thing to making your music. If you don't know what prompting is basically saying the type of song that you want, the genre of the song you want, the tempo, and if you're going to put the key in, whether it's G minor, D minor, A major, etc., etc., things like that. There are cheat sheets which you can find through a Google search, which has which explains prompting for Suno or any other website for making this type of music. The cheat sheets will tell you what needs to be put in for genres and the type of music and all that kind of stuff. As I said, just search Google. You can download the cheat sheets on there. The one site I did not like when I was doing all this a little bit ago was Top Media. Now, Top Media is a site which you could do a whole bunch of things on. You can do image to video, you could do text to video, text to music, obviously. And when I did text to music, I found that the singer a lot of times mispronounced a lot of words in the songs, or had a slight Jamaican accent to the music, which would be fine, but if you don't want the accent in there, you know, it kind of kills the song. So I've put bad reviews on the internet for this site because I've paid for the service, and obviously when you're paying for a service, it's supposed to be better than the free version. So you expect high output when you're paying for the service. It's the same with Suno. So if you're paying with Suno, you get the 5.5 versions, and if you're not paying, you're going to get 4.5 or below, and the song won't be as detailed. The quality won't be as detailed as if you're doing the paid version. That's another thing, like the number of credits that you get with Suno versus Top Media it's a better value, definitely better value. Now, when you're creating songs, I talked about prompting. The best thing to do if you want to create good prompts, just go to a program like Grok or ChatGPT and just put, I want to create a love song about two people that have been together for 50 years or something to that nature, and it'll give you a detailed lyrics, and it'll give you a detailed prompt to put in Suno. If you want to go the other route, which I've done, so I put lyrics in, and I put create a song similar to Frank Sinatra's New York, New York, or something like that. And then it'll say to you, oh, well, I can't do it exactly like that because it's copyright, but I'll do it as close as possible, and it'll give you that sort of style of music in the prompting, and different types of lyrics. The other thing I found was sometimes it can be pretty generic. A lot of times it'll talk about neon signs and coffee cups, and you can prompt it to say, do not use these words. So most of the time now you will never find neon signs or coffee cups in my songs, because I've told ChatGPT not to put them in there. I said specifically, do not use these keywords in the lyrics, and I listed all the words that I didn't want in the lyrics. So keep that in mind when you're creating songs in ChatGPT or others. The other thing I found with ChatGPT is it makes really good songs for live versions of songs. So when I put it in Suno, it creates a great call to response, audience chants, and singing to songs as far as live versions go. The problem is that the more prompting you put in and longer the song is, Suno has a hard time with it. So if you find after Suno the wheel stops turning and it says it's 7 minutes and 59 seconds, more than likely that song hasn't turned out. What you'll find is at the end of it, it starts the beginning of the song again, or it has this low droning sound because it's trying to recreate the audience sound. And if this happens, you'll have to put it into another program like Audacity and fix the song. Or right in Suno, you can use the replace section part of Suno and replace that section of the song, but or simply just recreate the entire song, which obviously, you know, uses up credits. So just a heads up for that when creating live music. Also, Suno seems to want to ignore drum solos. So you can have some really great guitar solos in there and riffs and things like that, but guitars or drum solos, if for some reason ignores it. I've tried it 3 or 4 times, and the prompting, the detailed prompting that ChatGPT will give you for drum solos, it's all in there, but Suno ignores it. Now, the other thing with ChatGPT is sometimes when you say you're doing a duet song, it'll spit out the lyrics and it'll say verse 1 has to be male, verse 2 has to be female, and then you put it in Suno, and then all of a sudden when it's produced, you'll hear those words sung within the lyrics. Well, that's because you need the words male and female or any other type of thing you want to be instructed to do. You need it to be in brackets. Anything not in brackets, it will sing in the lyrics. So that's one reason you should get these cheat sheets. We'll explain that more detailed for you. So like I said, I have 600 videos on my channel. Hope you check them all out, and hope you have great success making your music.